So yes, Olivia, so we will discuss today about quadratic equations, right?
Yeah.
You have any idea about quadratic equations before we start?
Um, uh,
Hmm?
I'm not that sure.
Not that much, right?
Mm,
Okay, but important topic. Okay, so quadratic equation means any polynomial which has a degree 2.
okay.
What is degree? Degree 2. 1 second. It's not responding. Which has a degree 2. Is no one is not happening. Yeah, whichever has a degree 2, that will be a polynomial. That polynomial will be a quadratic equations. For example, if I write any polynomial, 3x square plus 7x plus 2 equal to 0, right? Is it a polynomial?
Uh,
What are the conditions you can check which we have done in the previous meeting?
I want to check for the condition.
Yeah, check this.
I think it is a polynomial.
Yes, it is a polynomial. And which what is the highest power of it?
Uh, 2.
Yes, because here the power of this x is 1, right? So the highest power is 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
The highest power of any polynomial is known as the degree of that polynomial. So
Okay.
we can use a word degree for the highest power. So what's the
Okay.
degree of this polynomial?
2.
2. Yes. So this is a quadratic equation. So any polynomial whose highest power is 2, or you can say degree is 2, will be a quadratic equation, right?
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. I'll take some examples. Okay. So you will get questions like this. So we know what is quadratic equation. Any polynomial with the highest power 2, or you can say a degree 2, will be a quadratic equation, right?
Yeah.
And now we get questions like solve these quadratic equations. So we have three methods, Olivia, of solving any quadratic equations. One is
Okay.
splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term.
Okay.
Split the middle term. Second one is a quadratic formula. We have a quadratic formula which we can use and can solve it. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes response little late. And the third one is completing the scarce method. Scare method. Completing the scare method.
Okay.
I can say scare method. Today we'll discuss about quadratic formula. Okay. Splitting the middle term, we'll do it little later. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I take it till to the left, okay, and again repaste it. Write this down. That what is the standard quadratic equation? The standard quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So what is the
Okay.
standard quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c. A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. So any quadratic equation you have to compare with the standard quadratic equation, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So if you take the first one, tell me what is the value of a. If you
Uh,
compare this number one quadratic equation with the standard quadratic equation, what will be the values of a, b, and c?
um, X.
No, x square is already over here. What is there with x square? That is a. What is the coefficient of x square? That is a. Compare
1.
it. Mhm.
Um,
So what will be a? A will
uh,
be, there's nothing with x square, right?
yeah.
That means that's 1. When nothing is there, it's always be default 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a is 1. Now can you tell me what will be b?
5.
Minus 5, right? Because here is a plus sign, isn't it? So b
Yeah.
is minus 5. And what is c?
Um, 6.
6. Super. So this is one thing which we always need to figure it out. For any quadratic equation, compare it with the standard quadratic equation. Okay.
Okay.
Now another thing what you need to write it down is the formula. So x value will be equal to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Very useful formula.
Okay.
Yeah. This, what is this known as? Quadratic formula. Yeah.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Okay.
Now we have to put in the values.
Okay.
So what was our b? If I drag it a little here, yeah. B was minus 5, right?
Yeah.
So put it here minus 5. But don't get confused with this minus and this minus. This minus is there in the formula, so let it be there. You can write like this. So B is your minus 5, just write minus 5 here. Yeah,
Okay.
plus minus square root. Here you can write minus 5 square minus 4 times A, which is 1, times C, which is 6 here, right? Divide by 2A. 2A means 2 times 1. Make sense?
Okay.
Now solve it. So minus of minus 5 will become what, Olivia? This
Positive.
minus positive 5, very good. And plus minus, minus 5 square is 25, right?
Yeah.
Minus 4ac. So minus 4ac will be 4 times 6 is 24, minus 24, right?
Yeah.
Divide by 2a, which is just 2. All good so far?
Yeah.
Now 5 plus minus 25 minus 24 is 1, right?
Yeah.
Divided by 2. And this will gonna become 5 plus minus 1 because square root of 1 is 1 only.
Okay.
So if you take plus value, you get 5 plus 1 upon 2, 6 upon 2, which is 3, right?
Okay.
And if you take a minus value, there are two signs, right? You have to take one by one. If you take the minus one, 5 minus 1 is 4, 4 upon 2, which will be 2. So what are the values of x came out to be here? 3 and 2, right?
Okay.
If we, yeah, I just minimize it so you can see the whole steps.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you understand this?
I think
So
so. Yeah.
what all we did, Olivia, here, whenever any quadratic equation is given, and we have just learned about the quadratic equation. So any equation, any polynomial equation, whichever has a degree 2, or you can say the highest power 2, will be a quadratic equation. And what is the standard quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, right?
Okay.
And whenever any quadratic equation is given for solving by quadratic formula, first of all, we compare that with the standard quadratic equation and figure it out the values of a, b, and c, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in this case, the value of a came out to be 1, b was minus 5, and c was 6. And then we have the quadratic formula like x equal to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. We just have to plug in the values then. When you put in the values of a, b, and c, we get, and then we solve it, we get the two values of x. And we should get two values of x because it's a degree 2, right? The
Yeah.
highest power is 2. There should be two values of x. So we got two values as 3 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one thing what you should know is this part b square minus 4ac, right? Which is there in the formula, right?
Yeah.
This part b square minus 4ac is known as the discriminant. This word you should
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
You can write it down.
Okay.
Discriminant. Yeah. Discriminant. Yeah. Yeah. This is known as a discriminant. So if discriminant value is greater than 0, as in the case of this example, here the discriminant value came out to be 1, right? B
Mm.
square minus 4ac was 1, isn't it? Which is greater than 0. You will get real roots. You will get
Okay.
roots, nothing but the values. You get the real values. If it is less than 0, for example, the answer would have come out to be -1 or the -5, less than 0,
Okay.
then you'll not get real roots. You'll get non-real roots.
Okay.
You're writing it down, right?
Yeah.
Write it down. Non-real roots. Now, another possibility can be, what if it equal to 0? If it equals to 0, you get two equal real roots. Equal real roots. Roots nothing but the values of x. Here it will be the different when it's greater than 0, as in the case of this example, you got real roots. 3 and 2 are real numbers. you'll get a real and distinct. You can add a word called distinct, a different, distinct. So whenever the b square
Okay.
minus 4ac value is greater than 0, it will be real and distinct. Distinct means different values. When it's equal to 0, you get real values, and but both will be equal. Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's see the another example. Just I pasted the same question. Let's take the second one. Okay. So what is the value? Let's write the standard quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Right?
Yeah.
Now, what is the value of a if you compare the second one?
Um, 2.
Definitely, very good. What is the value of b?
3.
C. What is the value of c?
-5.
Negative 5. Super. So this is our first work, and then we have to write it the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus minus the discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac. Okay, b square minus 4ac. It's not written. Hmm. Okay, divided by 2a. Yeah, will you give a try yourself?
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah, then we'll do it together.
Okay.
Tell me what are the values of x comes out to be. Then we'll verify by doing together.
Okay.
You have understood what are quadratic equations, right?
Yeah.
Good. It's just like any. It's a polynomial basically. A polynomial with a degree 2, and degree means the highest power.
Okay.
And we also learned this about the standard quadratic equation, which is axk plus bx plus c equal to 0. And any quadratic equations can be solved by three methods. One is splitting the middle term, number two is the quadratic formula, and number three is completing the squares method. So today we are only focusing on quadratic formula. In the next meeting, we'll discuss about splitting the middle term and completing the squares method.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll also work on word problems on quadratic equations.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you please work on this question and give me the values of x. Then I will also work on over here and we'll see other values matching. Yeah.
Okay.
So you will be putting up the values of b, which is 3, right?
Yeah.
So plus minus, you keep doing, I will keep doing over here.
Okay.
You're doing it right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're getting fractional values as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I got. So I plugged in the values of the respective a, b, and c in the quadratic formula. And
Okay.
so a was 2, b was 3, c was minus 5. The discriminant came out to be 49, right?
Yeah.
So 49 square root is 7. So minus 3
Yeah.
plus minus 7 upon 4. And if you take the plus 1, you get plus 4 upon 4, right? Because minus 3 plus 7 will be plus 4. So 4 upon 4 is 1. And if you take the negative sign, you get minus 3 minus 7, which makes it minus 10 upon 4. And if you simplify a little, you get minus 5 upon 2.
Yeah.
Is that the same values you get?
Yeah.
You get the same values, right? Okay, super.
Yes.
One last question we'll do, and then we'll do the next part. Yeah,
Okay.
1 second. Yeah, let's do this one. Right, just
Okay.
this came like this. Okay. So what's the question is 2x cube plus 7x plus 3. 2x cube plus 7x plus 3 equal to 0. Yeah,
Okay.
try doing this. Yeah, solve it by quadratic formula.
Okay.
Yeah, now it came properly. Write the always first write the standard quadratic equation and figure it out the values of a, b, and c,
Okay.
and then start solving it.
Okay.
So what is a discriminant? Discriminant is b square minus 4ac.
Okay.
You can write discriminant as d, capital D. That's called discriminant.
Okay.
You should know that discriminant is b square minus 4ac. That is called as a discriminant. If the discriminant value is greater than 0, then you will get a real and distinct values of x. If it is d is less than 0, you get non-real values of x. Non-real means you won't be able to calculate the square root, so you'll get imaginary values. And if
Okay.
d equal to 0, you get equal values, real and equal values.
Okay.
If it is greater than 0, you get real and different values. If it is equal to 0, real and equal values. So this term you should know, d, which is a discriminant. Yeah,
Okay.
you go ahead, take your time. So always first work is writing the standard, right?
Yeah.
Equal to 0. So a value, if you come see, it will come out to be 2. B is 7. And C is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 3. Now you can always find the discriminant before you do put in the values to this quadratic formula. Find out the d first. It will be helpful only, anyhow you have to calculate later. So b square will be 49 minus 4 ac means 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So 49 minus 24 is 25, which is greater than 0, right?
Yeah.
If it is greater than 0, you get a two different values of x. I just put in the
Okay.
values of b, which b square, b means 7. 7 square is 49 minus 4 ac. Minus 4 times 2 is minus 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Now, when you're finding out the value by quadratic formula, this will help you that time. So, minus 7 plus minus, you already had find out the value of discriminant. Just put in directly 25 here. All right.
Okay.
And divide by 2a. 2a means 4. Now, if you solve it, you get minus 7 plus minus 5, because square root 25 is 5 divided by 4. Now, if you take the plus value of this, so minus 7 plus 5 is minus 2. Minus 2 upon 4 is minus 1 by 2. So one value will come out to be minus 1 by 2.
Yeah.
And other one will be, if you take the negative sign, so minus 7 minus 5 is minus 12. And minus 12 divided by 4 is minus 3. So minus 3 is the other value. Both values came out
Okay.
to be negative. Do you understand this one, Olivia?
Yes.
You're writing it down?
Yeah.
Okay. No doubts about the standard quadratic equation or what is quadratic equation. No doubts on
No.
quadratic formula, right? Yeah,
No.
super. So that's all about quadratic formula. In the next meeting, we'll discuss about completing the squares and splitting the middle term method. Yeah.
Okay.